Yeah. Yeah, baby. Mac is back. Back with another session here. So, pretty plain and simple. We are gonna do the belt squat today, and now I'm just here on the leg extension warming up. I find that this is a pretty good way for me to do that. Actually, before I get into it, I do once again need to put on my knee wraps, but the thing is, I gotta take off my trousers for that, and I don't plan on doing that on a live stream anytime soon, frankly, ever. So, how do I actually want to do this? Let me go over here, off to the side here. You'll still be able to hear my incredibly sultry voice. But yeah, I'm really enjoying these knee wraps. Did I say wrist wraps earlier? I think I maybe didn't. But yeah, they're really good addition to leg work. Keeps stuff warm, keeps stuff nice and sort of tidy, and also they help, yeah, with support, with gives a bit of like springiness to the good old knees. I don't, frankly, I don't have bad knees, but still a bit of extra support is super nice. So yeah, I pretty much just like to start with this to get a bit of blood flow going, and also when you do extensions, that also nicely stretches out the posterior part of your legs as well. Bit of a nice stretch on the hamstrings, and well, mainly that, as well as the hip connecting stuff. I just like to take my time here, easing into it. Just a few light warm-up sets, and once I pretty much feel like this is not doing anything for me anymore in terms of a warm-up, then we'll move on to ramping upwards on the belt squat. Start tracking the workout on the watch. So last time we had, again, a pretty significant jump in weight, which went okay. I wasn't exactly a huge fan of how it felt. I felt like I would have preferred a bit of like a slightly better form and range of motion. So the weight got maybe a bit too aggressive. But what I'm hoping today... What I'm hoping today is, let's actually do just a bit of hamstrings here also to fire up those. This is actually, I want a lighter weight here. So what I'm thinking for today is probably to do the same weight, but do more reps. So I'm hoping that kind of is the right recipe. Let me check. Yeah, so nope. There we go. So something nice and light here, just to. Okay, maybe that's a bit too light, but it is what it is. I'll just rack up some reps here, just to stretch out a bit of those. Yeah. Cool. All right. Let's move you over here. Something like this. And let's get this get these cables out of the way. So, got pretty tight calves here, so I just want to do a few light calf raises, mainly to stretch out the calf, because that does affect the knee mobility for me quite a bit. Always, the top of my calf is really tight, almost always. I feel like that attaches quite significantly to the back of the knee. I usually do these stretches with shoes because I got really flat feet, and actually holding these positions for me is quite painful. Right. I actually do want to do a bit of stretching here. Oh, they want to stretch out the the psoas just a bit, if I can. Actually not feeling it quite so much, but yeah, that is quite tight. Okay. Let's do I feel like I need to do a set with the reverse hyper, because fucking God, all this junk here. Yeah, so there's usually a bit of a back tightness, and the reverse hyper helps to kind of get some of that out of there, which has been tremendously helpful. So let's do a few reps on this one. Jeez. Oh. That's... nasty business for me. Still not used to that machine, but it does help. Next up, I want to work the hip mainly. I'll actually go ahead and work the glutes here as well. I'll just have a sit here for a moment. Yeah, this is a bit of work, but I really want to have every inch of mobility that I can have. So since my calves are so tight and they do really influence your mobility quite a lot when it comes to the knee, then yeah, I just have to invest that time in it. But it's taken care of now. I'll move back to the hip over here. For me, really this kind of side hip, so yeah, right there where it begins, that tends to be one of the tightest spots. So I usually tend to work this one, and that gives me a lot of room to work with, mainly with my lower back. A lot of this, like if you have hip tightness, a lot of that can lead to the lower back having to overcompensate. So if you can loosen it up, make it more mobile, that will help your lower back, because it doesn't need to move around as much for you to be able to move into the positions that you need to go into. For me, a lot of these, like, oh shit, that's tight. A lot of these attachment points, like the very edges of the muscle, tend to usually be the worst. Cool. I think that's sufficient for now. And we'll start off with just a empty belt squat. Go from there. Good. Feels reasonably good. Feels a tiny bit tight at the lower edge of the range of motion, but that is pretty natural. Or should I say, not surprising and not a catastrophe either. I'm slightly thinking of whether I should do some dumbbell RDLs in between to loosen up my hamstrings. I think I'll do that. So we'll get the dumbbells out from here. Okay, and let's load some of these bigger plates in here. Well, bigger, but bigger than the micro plates that I use for side delts and other stuff. I will grab the VersaGrips here because I just want to get focus on that hamstring stretch. I don't want to think about my arms at all. It's a huge difference to just have them sort of hang from your arms. So I'll sort of set up roughly here where I have decent space. Yeah, that feels not great. It feels like my lower back is very easily aggravated, which isn't great. Hamstrings super stiff. Hamstrings don't feel particularly strong either, so not a good combo of things, but hopefully that helps us loosen up some of the tightness. Yeah, I'm a bit unsure how I want to do the warm-ups for the squatting, because I don't want to bring any unnecessary fatigue, but also don't want to do too little of it. The thing is, like here, what's very clear is it's very clear that the difficulty isn't the strength or the the muscles even, but it's really the mobility there that I'm feeling the most, like what I'm sort of trying to sort of loosen up and get going. Like the difficulty is the motion itself. Now I'm trying to take this 20 kilo plate off of this bar since we left it here yesterday. Come on. Come on, come on. If I was a smart man, I would have racked that bar. But as we know, that ain't the case. Probably what I should have done is pull the seal row over here and then rack the bar. Oop, sorry about the swinging. Rack the bar and get the weight. Yeah, I bet this makes for a really good stream to watch right now. You can't see what I'm doing and I'm just grunting behind the camera. Yeah, we really gotta sort out this gym at some point. Maybe I should do like a reorganization live stream or clean up live stream, I don't know. Alright. Get this. Something like that. Alright. Good. Feels pretty good. You know, it's never going to be an easy time doing heavy squats, whatever is heavy for you, doing especially longer sets. I mean, we're not doing like not doing like 20 rep sets. Well, who knows? I don't know. We gotta see how this thing goes. But yeah, I definitely don't We're definitely not going to increase weight from last week. But it's I think it's the right call. Keep the weight same and we'll just do more reps. Because on the previous weight, when we did when we had 80 kg on the thing, it's kind of like that last set really threw me off, because we did a 20 rep set. So that really kind of threw me off in terms of what we can really do here. It kind of speaks volumes about the mental component of this, what we're really capable of doing. Since you know it's the last set, you sort of go at it with a different mindset. But that being said, last time no such thing happened, so guessing the weight increase was sufficient to kind of remove that possibility of squeezing a lot of extra reps. But, you know, this is I'm pretty content with this situation now, because we are the weight plus the weight of the belt squat, which, if I remember correctly, is about 11 kilos at the sort of the weight at the platform. So that means we do have, well, last time we did have 100 kilos on there, which is all things considered in the kind of not pro, but like even semi-serious hobby level isn't anything crazy, but it's for me it's actually quite a lot, going from basically not having any muscle in my legs to to this. So it's been a good progression so far. We'll probably soon, or already, start to hit the level of those newbie gains, kind of stalling, so we'll have to do different sort of trickery to move upwards from here. But so far so good, and I'm actually happy to have some muscle and some strength back on my quads, at least. I mean, we're still team no calves, but you know, that's a whole issue of its own. Nice. So, good news is that the stretch at the bottom is beginning to feel really good, actually. On the quads, feels really, really nice. So, that should bode well. So 50. Wait a minute, let me try and actually do my math here. So we did, if we don't count the belt squat, weight, which we don't here. We did 20, 40, 60. So we would jump to 80 next. Yeah, I think that does make the most sense. And after that, we get to our working weight. In terms of reps, last time we did 10, so at minimum I would love to see 12 rep sets, but in all honesty, what I think would be really cool would be 15 rep sets. That's probably a pretty tough ask. But we'll keep it in mind. In case today is a good day, we'll keep it in mind. So we did 51 reps. Yep, so the main thing is to get past that. If we can get past that, that's kind of like mission achieved type of stuff. The heck? My Apple Watch wants to share my workout with a friend. Joke's on you, Apple Watch. I don't have friends. I'm already sharing my workout with the entire world. All right. That feels interesting. It will definitely be a grind. I mean, it almost always is with legs anyway, but shall we let's move this over here. Something like that. Yeah, what I'm thinking here is that we'll definitely have to grind this out for sure, but try and still start this weight off with in a sort of a nice and easy fashion, and rather let my body acclimate to the weight, because it still feels a bit, I don't feel super fired up. So I would rather take my time acclimating than to sort of blow all of my energy on a crappy first set. So that's at least the theory, but we'll see. I'll take a 5-minute rest here to I really want to make sure that I have all the energy I need to get this done. And we'll go from there. I have Bob the Builder theme song playing in my head because that's what our son is singing right now, which is at the very least interesting and yeah, it's fun enough, I guess. Good, I'm actually getting a bit of sweat, which is nice to be sweating. You certainly will when you're working out legs, for sure. My pulse is 69. Nice. So from that perspective, we would be kind of ready to go. But take a few more moments, and then we'll try to smash this workout. Let's reposition this. What is this camera stand doing? There we go. Can't actually see where it's something like that. I think that's half decent. I'm gonna take this one and put it over here. Trash, garbage. All right. Let's get to it. Actually, get this somewhere here. Something like that. Here we go. There's a slight danger I might shit myself. So maybe after this set, we'll go have a bit of a constructive break in between. Or, well, let's go with that word. And let's try, in the meanwhile, try not to shit ourselves. Which, with serious leg exercises, is always a bit of a risk. Hopefully I don't shit myself on a live stream. Although I think that would be pretty funny. Okay. Okay, buddy, let's go. Shit the fucking bed. Come on. Fuck. Fuck this stupid shit. Excuse my language. Yeah, so... That's annoying as hell. What's up, LT Mods on YouTube? Saying... Terve. Tervepä terve. How are you doing? On this fine day. So, I will say that sucked. That was just not the way to go. So, having a bit of an issue here with the squat blocks. There's so much weight bearing down upon them that they are slightly moving around, which is moving my foot position. So I'm not quite as secure as I would like to be. But, I mean, even beyond that, it's just too heavy. So, what I'm thinking is to go back to 80 kg and pile on the reps, because this is not the solution. I think that was 10 reps. I kind of lost count there because it was such a sucky time. LT Mod says, eipä tässä mitään, duunia kotona ja sitten kaupungilla. Nice. What do you do? What do you do, LT Mods? What is your profession, sir? Tell me. Tell me now. What are you doing, also, what are you doing at town? The city center? Oh. Okay, so... Yeah, this is very disappointing, I will say, because I thought we would be able to pull this off. But the thing is here that this is clearly too heavy of a weight, and it's demanding too much strength output from me, which is something I absolutely do want to avoid at all costs. I don't want to fatigue myself in that sort of a way. So okay, cool. You make websites. Nice. Do you build them from like scratch? Well, I would probably assume if you code them. Although you could probably do like a hybrid thing as well. I only know WordPress from like a non-coding point of view. But I think I've probably got as far with WordPress as you can without going into coding. Yeah, it's a decent enough platform for that. I think I'm gonna go and take a shit because we were pretty close with that previous set. So I'll be right back, and then we'll see if I can actually do any decent reps with less weight. We have done the shitting with the power of defecation. We have returned back from the darkness into the realm of pain. Oops. Not much more to it. I don't know, I'm a bit, in all honesty, a bit depressed about our recent results, or the lack of them. So, don't really know what mindset to go into this set with, but alright. Fuck. Let me actually turn on the fan on the camera, because it will overheat otherwise. LTMod said, "Let the workout continue." Yes, very much so. So the weight feels a lot better. Night and day difference, really. But 12 reps, not great. Yeah, I don't really know what to think of that, but we'll just figure it out. Definitely demoralizing to have a change in plans, but that's what it is like sometimes. So let me do some math here. I would really need to, I don't know, this seems... Maybe I'm just too tired. But at this weight, we will need to do more than 60 reps. Which is, at this second, thinking about the whole thing is a bit demoralizing. So, depending on how this feels, we might pivot to just doing a crap ton of leg extensions and curls. But for the time being, we'll try and make this work. Fuck. Yes. Yeah. I mean, it's just not there. I don't have the energy to pull it off, and if I can't figure out a way forward, then there's literally no point in training, because I won't be able to progress this way, so it's just better to do something else. What we are gonna do is go over here and do a bit of leg work on the extension and curl here. Just try and fry the legs that way, and that'll be it. It's kind of like it's very common to go too high up in weight. Really zips your energy, so that's why you should really know your working weight, so you don't do that, because me doing that one set with the 90 was a bit fatiguing. I mean, we did do last time. Yeah, this is really annoying, because I couldn't even pull this off with the weight of the previous, or the session one before last time, so really speaks volumes about how crappy that is as a result. But these things happen. Yeah, my legs are really fried. Not even... I don't even understand why. This is ridiculous. But we'll just have to assume that I'm too fatigued. That's the reason. There's really no other explanation. Which is quite annoying because... the muscles themselves were perfectly more than ready to go. No aching, nothing like that. So I like to pull my toes towards me when I'm doing hamstring curls. Use a bigger stretch. And also I feel like it guides my legs, hamstrings to pull better in the right place. If you do this, you kind of lose the contraction. So it's just like in part like a mental cue, but I'm sure those of you who know the mechanics better can explain it. Oh. So right now, I'm not gonna even count these reps. I'm just gonna go ham. There we go. All right. All right. Jeez. It's interesting when you get to the point where you can't really extend your leg far out at all. and then you still resist the eccentric, the lowering of the weight. It still burns like hell. Jeez. Alright, well, this is one of those sections. Didn't go as planned. It's actually far worse than planned. And even when we changed the plan, it was still worse than even that. Couldn't even pull off the plan B. But we had a plan C, which is better than nothing. And still, in net positive, we sweated, got our pulse up a bit while squatting. I'm actually quite sweaty right now. So that's good. And yeah, at least accrued some leg volume here, which is still, in my situation, better than nothing, since I can't exactly perfectly program what I do right now. But that's it for today. Thanks for tuning in. As always, take care of yourself. I'll see you next time. Finished.